I love this event. I reckon this is my favourite event. You just see the energy and the vibrancy of people, and to see the journey that people take. So from the nervousness in the start when they come together to, you know, what we see tonight.
The genesis of Smart Seats came out of our internal innovation program that we were running in Melbourne, and some of the clients saw that in action and asked for some of those skills to be brought into their organisations.
Big crowd here tonight, so very nervous, but yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Wow, wow and wow.
It really exceeded my expectations. You know, I came here not quite knowing what we'd be in for, but I was so impressed.
We believe we can lower direct operating costs by 50%.
Its purpose is to connect people,
Repurpose an obsolete offshore oil platform, turn it into an eco-style resort.
All the solutions presented have got the opportunity to actually be picked up, which I find stretches them, and it's really interesting to watch them develop over those 10 weeks. They also have a mentor.
One of the key things was to reassure them about the process, that those feelings of not quite knowing where they're going are actually really normal.
Apart from the ability to stand up and present and pitch an idea, which is a life skill, I think the team aspects are wonderful.
Yes, it's an app, but basically it's just a map.
They've immediately started working as part of these teams with people they wouldn't normally deal with.
I think you take groups of people who don't know each other and don't even know each other's industry and put them together, and they see the power of that in coming up with ideas.
So they've expanded their network, they're getting exposed to a problem and having to pitch it to a group of fairly senior executives that they wouldn't necessarily get to deal with.
I love starting with a story. The rats were fantastic. I think Smart Seeds is a great program because it takes young professionals across different disciplines and different businesses and brings them together.
Yabba Dabba Do is about promoting the uptake of autonomous vehicles in WA.
You don't have architects doing architectural things, you have architects trying to do completely different activities, and the same thing you might have somebody who's from an engineering or an environmental background being asked to look at a challenge in a completely different light or through a different lens. And I think that, to me, is what makes Smart Seeds so exciting.
This is a wonderful idea, and I think a lot of the mining companies and service companies would think it was a great idea too.
So, the real reason why you have us up here is to announce the winner for today. And it was unanimous across the three judges, goes to Flip It. Congratulations to Flip It.
Oh, look, tonight we were a little nervous up front. I think it's definitely a worthwhile process.
I loved it. It was a really good process, and I met really great people out of it as well.
I encouraged one of the young people in our organisation to take part, and their response was, what have I got to offer in this space? And I said, absolutely everything.
We all worked really well together, and really great learning experience and had lots of fun. So yeah, I'd do it again.
So this is the one that you all voted for, and I'm pleased to announce that Yabba Dabba Do Nexus are the People's Choice Awards. Can you please come up?
Yeah, pretty nerve-wracking. We kind of felt like we knew a lot about it, and we were confident in our presentation and what we'd come up with.
I wrote down a couple of people's names I thought will be interesting for the future, so but no poaching. I think that's part of the rule here.
Yeah, do it, especially for young professionals and new grads. You may not get all the exposure initially you need in work, and working with other young people gives you a chance you may not get working with more experienced older people.
Smart Seeds, fantastic opportunity.
It's that element of achievement. Seeing that on their faces is probably the most satisfying thing I've ever experienced.
But when you expose yourself to these kinds of events and see the kind of thought patterns, it really shows that the future is actually a really positive thing.